What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Chris Kiefer. We are here at the 100s MC AMA National Hare and Hound, the last one of 2024. And I am straight bougie today. I'm factory for a day. I brought my guy, Kevin Titus. He is the mechanic for factory Husqvarna off-road riders, Dalton Shirey and Austin Walton. And I'm about ready to do the bomb run. If you know what a bomb run is, it's a wide start, unmarked trail until you get to the top of a hill, and then that's when the ribbon and the arrow start, and then you got to follow that. But nonetheless, I grew up racing desert racing when I was a teenager, migrated into motocross, and now we are here just doing a little test on the Rockstar Husqvarna off-road machine. So Kevin, give us a brief overview of Dalton's bike. We did one on my YouTube channel earlier, but let's just cover this thing real quick. Engine-wise, go ahead.
So as far as engine-wise, it's just a stock 6-speed transmission. As far as top end goes, everything is stock. We just do some basic port and polish, and everything is just built for reliability. When it comes to suspension, we use our in-house WP suspension and track shock, and that's what allows these guys to do what they do. For tire setup, we're running an AT82 setup with the scoop side, and then yeah, this is just a one-to-one replica of Dalton Shirey's bike, so that Kiefer can go out there and just have a blast and hopefully be up there with the front runners.
Easy. There's not gonna be no front runners though. We're just gonna go for a ride, have fun, test the motorcycle, try to get out of the dust. But nonetheless, Dalton's bike is unique. Just me getting on it right away from yesterday. 24 millimeter offset. They have this Precision Racing Products damper, which is quite cool for me. I'm a moto guy, so you don't see that a lot. Running moose tubes, of course, so it's a little bit of a different feel. It's more of a firmer feel. Dalton's actually 195 pounds. I'm going to grab him and talk about it, but he's a little firm in the fork for me, so we back that off a little bit, open up the rebound on the shock, and we're going to give it a go. So it should be a fun time. We're going to go around here and talk to some people and ask them why they race National Hare and Hounds, and yeah, I'm excited. It's about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, you think?
Yeah, each Hare and Hound is roughly 3 hours.
Might be 3.5, 4 hours for me. You never know. So just
and that's for the pros. Yeah.
Yeah. Be patient with me. We'll get to the finish. Just it might be a little bit longer. So stay tuned. We're gonna go with the bomb here in a minute and check that out. I'm gonna apologize in advance. I'm not gonna do this bike justice, but I brought in the guy, Dalton Shirey, AMA National Hare and Hound Champion in 2023. 2024 we got injured, yes. And so he is not going to win the championship this year, but next year he'll be back in the fight. But this is your machine, so give me 1 point of your favorite part of this bike.
1 point?
Yeah. I'll make it easy for you.
Yeah, thank you. Going across, I try to set this bike up going where I can go basically Mach 1 across whoops, and after that I just kind of deal with the bike anywhere else because I want to feel safe at 100 versus feeling safe at 5 miles per hour. So that's the reason why I kind of set my bike up that way.
Yeah, and it feels like that to me, like just initially riding it yesterday, pretty firm in the front, a little firm in the rear for me, but actually more so in the front. I'm 175 pounds, you're 195?
Or 190.
190, okay, so 15, 20 pounds is not that much, but nonetheless, way faster than me out here in the desert, so he wants to have hold up. And I did notice that, just me clipping across the valley yesterday in 5th gear, just stays pretty straight. And then a little bit in the rocks, like you said, a little bit of firm feel, yeah. But nonetheless, man, it's a whole different animal out here in Lucerne Valley, California. Way different than moto. Where's your favorite part of racing as far as National Hare and Hound Series? Like, what race is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite one would be like Jericho, Utah with them, or Vegas to Reno and Mint 400.
You just like to go fast.
Yeah.
And you've grown up out here, right?
Yeah, I've been out here since when I started racing when I was 12 years old, and that's when you're eligible to start racing in the desert. It's 12, but now that was back then. But now they have a youth class, so it's different.
Yeah. So look for Dalton today. We gonna count a win today, as we're gonna call it.
I'm going for it.
Overall, right here. All right, guys, we're at the bomb run. This is what they call the bomb. We got about, well, pro line goes first, so you probably have like 30 to 40 guys, but after that, it's a long, long line. So if we just pan all the way down there, that's the line. And then we're going that way, towards those rocks. I may or may not make that. I probably may go straight to the right. I don't know. Nonetheless, this is probably the most nerve-wracking of the race right here because you got a mass start. lots of dust, so you got to pick your line well. I got my guy Jake here doing my motocross pad.
He doesn't actually know I'm actually the race referee, and he told me he's not going through the flags which he's supposed to, so he's off to a flying start.
I'm going where I'm going. I don't know. So
I know where you're going.
where am I going?
I know where you're going.
I'm going up here to the rocks to the right. So
Saying that out loud.
I already outed myself.
All right, cool.
So the banner will drop at 9:30. We're gonna have a riders meeting right now, and then we'll get it going.
Fucking rough as shit. Holy crap, dude. Where am I at? Where am I at?
Oh, the dial.
What position?
The puck.
I don't know.
How do you want to go? Probably.
Any vents in front of me?
Well, he came in, he seemed like he was pretty energized. He was definitely contemplating life. We softened up the forks a little bit because they were just beating him up too much, and he got some motivation back, and he's back out there. I know he's going to do good. He's actually kicking butt right now, so he's doing really good.
What did I tell you? Make friends with it.
I crashed 6 times, dude.
Congratulations, you
Nice
finished,
job.
man.
Got lost by 6 times, crashed.
You got a little bush right here.
I just ate your dust for like 10 miles. I was like, dude, I'm getting you no matter what. I gotta do it.
I was done though.
Brutal out there, huh?
Shit. The whole thing is rocks. The whole second roof is rocks.
Did I lie? I said it's rough to tough. I said make friends with it.
I'm tired.
Nice job.
Good job, dude.
Hey.
I was so tired.
Did it.
Oh, dude, that was harder than the other one.
Would you, okay, when you come back in 5 years, would you please do one that's not this round? Because I promise you, none of them are like this.
Why do I always ride the crappy one?
Because it's close to you, it's close to your house, and you're like, I can just
Well,
go
wait,
out.
didn't you claim you're riding all of them next
I'm
year?
riding all of them next year.
Okay. Also, you got third vet. You got third vet pro, so you have to go up there. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but.
Who won?
And we need valid proof.
So I'm going to do all of them next year.
I'm not doing it.
But I told Dave, don't do it. Finish it.
And he's been trying to tell me to do them for the past 2
That
years.
was probably one of the hardest things, trail rides I've done.
Yeah, Jakey! You made it! There's Dad.
I got a video of you stopped off the bike as we're going up the hill.
I didn't get a feel. Somebody else did. I don't know.
How do you know?
You would stop and talk.
I've never been so fucking tired, dude.
Hey, he's so pumped to drink a CL with you right now.
Holy shit.
Dude, chunked out.
All right, hold on. So, what am I getting? A 5-minute penalty?
Yes.
No, make it 22.
I thought you said it was 2 minutes.
No, it's 5. No, don't change the number on
22 minutes. Can we make it 22 minutes?
So,
That would help me a lot.
I was third, now I'm fourth. Now we can get dressed. I have to drink a beer. I don't drink beer, but I have to drink beer with him. Jake, you're fourth? I will say this. My line, I already told Jake I was doing it no matter what, so I can't really bitch. It did, look it. If he has it on video, I was third on the bar.
You were.
I was third.
Yeah.
So to be fair, I can't bitch about it. So it does, we can leave early then. Thank you for that.
Well, sorry, I don't want to do this. I don't want to end up on pulp like.
I'm so happy you did this.
Fuck that.
You are, yeah.
No, I'm so
it's
happy.
It's gonna end up on Steve's thing, and I'm like,
You just made my day. You know why?
why?
He's only 2 spots behind him.
But here, seriously, I'm gonna show you the rule.
Just, did you get it on video? You have it?
Anthony, what the hell? You have the video of him?
You're not getting DQ'd. Pump flags unless otherwise stated in the riders' meeting. Riders who fail to do so may be subject to disqualification
Maybe.
or
Maybe.
penalty of the official race referee's discretion.
So you mean through the band, like through under the thing?
Yes, those two at the end of bomb.
All right, that's a wrap here from Lucerne Valley at the last round of the AMA National Hare and Hound. Fun day, very hard day. I wanted to bring the man in here, Anthony. He actually agreed to let me do this to ride Dalton's bike, so I appreciate it. I guess you guys had a good day. You went 1-2?
Yeah, it was really good with Dalton going winning the last race of the season and Austin getting second, and then Austin ended up second overall for the championship. So for his first campaign in Hare and Hound, it's pretty impressive.
And you had a support rider that won the championship.
And I had a support rider, Sam. He won the Pro 250 championship and the race today. So again, that guy came over first time racing Hare and Hounds this year from Australia and killed it.
That's crazy.
So it was you can attest to how difficult these races are. So for these guys to come do it for their first time and succeed is pretty.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
And then every time I'm out there, you know, I'm riding through these rocks, I think of Dalton because I know how fast he is. I'm like, I can't believe how fast these guys go.
It's crazy. The first time I came out here was actually this location, and I went out and rode with Kurt and Ivan. And seeing what they were capable of doing through this stuff, I was like, this is a different level, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These guys in the rocks and going across the desert, it's impressive to see what they're capable of doing on these bikes.
So Anthony's biggest headache of the day was actually me. So off the bomb, it actually went around a rock pile. I didn't read the rider, what is it called?
Course notes, or yeah.
I don't know. You got to go through this chute. I didn't go through the chute. I went straight up in the rocks, and the course actually came back down. By the time I got up there, I'm like, oh crap. So I just jumped right into the track and came in here, and as you guys heard, Jake docked me 5 minutes. But they thought, the AMA officials thought it was one of his riders.
Yeah, right off the bat, man. They're over here. Whoa, Austin or Dalton cut. We need to see who did it. I was like, I don't think it was him.
So guilty. So
it's okay.
Yeah.
It was good to have you guys out here, and appreciate you guys coming out and attempting a Hare and
Yeah,
Hound.
it was fun. And actually, it's impressive to see what the bike can do, honestly. Like, to actually ride Dalton's setup and see what he likes and how he rides. And, you know, his fork is a little stiff for me, but how tall he is and how much weight he transfers to the front end, man, it's impressive. Because first loop, man, I'm just wide open across cross grain, and it's fast. And you get to the second loop, and it's totally different.
So different.
So you got to have a variety of what we call in the testing world track toughness.
Yeah.
So you got to have all of that in a bike out here.
You got to be able to adapt.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's hard to set up for all of this type of terrain. And most of these guys, as you found out, Dalton likes to be able to hit a curb at 75, 80 miles an hour and the bike not do anything.
Right.
And that's, I mean, if you go down at that speed compared to going down in the rocks, so the trade-off is there, and they prefer to cater to the high speed, it seems like.
Yeah, and I guess this round is such an anomaly compared to the other ones where it's super rocky, and I guess you almost need like a Lucerne Valley setting and then everything else.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know, it was fun. I appreciate you having us, and You'll hear more about the bike here on my testing site at KieferInkTesting.com. We're going to dive into the bike more and let you guys know how it was, what it did, what I like, maybe what I think can be improved. But nonetheless, man, it's a capable weapon. Obviously, it went 1-2 today, and my ass got a 5-minute penalty. So there's that. All right. Last but not least, I got my guy Michael Allen. I guess I kind of forced you to do this.
And then you worked me.
Well, I got docked.
It still doesn't matter.
I'm a big cheater.
You still worked me.
What did I say? I should join the checkers if I cheat?
You should join cheating checkers.
Oh,
yes.
some checker's gonna watch
so
this.
Here's the deal.
Mad.
He got docked, which means you got 4th.
I was 3rd Pro 35. Actually, let's take a step back. I went up that valley, bomb run. And then I looked through the rocks. I go, oh crap, they went by, so I jumped in. So I was like 3rd, and then I fell back. Right? So at the pit, as you guys can see, I was 1st Pro 35, but I was maybe like top 20 around there. And then the second loop, we can talk about this. Halfway through, man, it's just rocks, and I was cooked. And I could not believe how tough that second loop was. Obviously, jumping on a bike that I'm not really familiar with, but nonetheless, and I was done.
Yeah. You crashed too.
6 times I crashed.
Yeah, I didn't crash once, but you still beat me a lot.
This is actually what me and Mike talked about this before. He was super nervous last night.
Yeah, I haven't done one since 2016, and I did good. I was 14th at that one.
Something about desert racing gets me more nervous before the start than motocross, because I think it's the unknown. Like, I don't know where I'm going.
And if you haven't done a bomb run start,
it's crazy. And that's one of the reasons why I was so far right to get out of the dust. And by the time I knew it, I was up in the rocks.
Don't act like it was an accident.
I'm off the track, and here we go. So
I think people underestimate, honestly, the fitness of the top dudes here.
It's
different. It's not moto fitness, but
it's not a high heart rate. But I was my heart rate today, and we're going to talk about that on my website. We'll talk about it on the podcast. But I'm burning like at 150 to 160 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty long time.
3.5 hours here.
So before we wrap this whole thing up, I told him that I want to do the whole series next year.
Nope.
You're out.
I'm out.
You won't go with me.
Nope. You ain't going.
Yeah, I am.
If you go, I'll go, but
I got to redeem myself, but I think Jacob and Meg are pissed off at me because I cut the bomb or something.
They could be pissed off.
5 minutes. 5 minutes? You mean I worked my ass off and I got 5 minutes?
Yeah, and then you still beat me.
And then I got jacked off the podium.
Jacked off the podium.
How was the YZ 450 FX today?
It was good. A little bit rigid.
We can dive in.
Little hunting pack.
Travis, I don't think it's built for Hare and Hounds, brother.
If Travis is watching this, is the best motorcycle I've ever ridden in my life. But
it needs to be more stable.
It needs to be more stable.
You gotta have a steering damper.
High speed was okay. Like the rocks thing was all over the place, and I was super tired too. But that's life. We'll get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into the show. Listen to the Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com Kiefer Tested podcast. We're gonna talk about that. Also, there's another whole video breakdown of Dalton's bike on my YouTube channel. You can check that out. What would you say to the people that actually have never done a Hare and Hound? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I'd recommend coming and try it. It's a lot of abuse on your lower back.
This was the toughest one that I've done.
Yeah, same here.
And I'd done one about 3.5 years, 4 years ago on Ricky Brabeck's bike, and it wasn't this rocky.
No, this was really, really rocky and rough. But
you feel a sense of accomplishment when you come in. Like
you said, you just wanted to finish.
The off-road family is nice.
Yes.
Everyone's willing to help you.
Everyone's friendly.
You got guys traveling from Washington to do the whole series. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm glad I came out here. I appreciate the off-road community. Apologies for not getting into the chute, Jacob and Meg. But, I mean, it is what it is. So.
I made it through the chute.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
No dock for you. You guys have any questions about National Hare and Hound or Dalton's bike or
YZ?
Michael getting beat by how many women today?
Probably 7. I don't know. I don't care. Those are badass women.
I got docked, so that means I got beat too.
Good for you.
Hey, props to the girls out there.
Dude.
Yeah. There is some gnarly downhills and going...
canyons.
It's insane. So good for you girls out there doing that. It's crazy. So props to all the finishers. Really fun day. So yeah, give me a shout. Chris at KieferInkTesting.com if you guys have any questions. I'm choked up here. And Michael at KieferInkTesting.com if you want to talk to him about anything Yamaha related for off-road. And we'll see you at the next Hare and Hound in 2025.